Okay, so this session is how to create your Google business page as a realtor. And the importance of this is because it's going through Google. So if somebody types in your name, it's going to have a little pop up window box, which is the screen I'm sharing right now. Or if you just type in like Remax Okemos or Remax Lansing, you'll get our office, but you'll also get other realtors who are in part of the Lansing or East Lansing office who have created Google business pages. So it's very important because it syncs with Google and Google searches. So that's really the main reason for creating a Google business page, and it's free. So, it just takes a few minutes of your time. You're not paying anything. You can pay for Google ads, but just setting up your business page is completely free. So you can see the screen here, and what I want to show you first is if you just were to type in, say, Remax Lansing, you'll get a couple offices. You'll get the East Lansing office, and you'll get the West office. And we also see that Adrian Lau's team has set up a Google business page as well. And you can see the reviews. It'll tell you how many reviews. This is where you might want to send your clients to instead of Zillow. Maybe you want to send them to the Google business page instead to leave a review, or if you want to send them to the Google business page to leave a review and Zillow, which are great suggestions as well. You'll have your address in here, what office you're associated with, your hours of operation, and your phone number. And if you can either put your cell phone in there or your office direct line. You'll also see that it shows photos that you've uploaded to the page and your rating. So out of 26 reviews, she has a 5-point star. So everyone has left very nice reviews. You can read the reviews on here, and this is where your clients, your sellers, or your buyers would post on your Google business page as well. And if I go to the East Lansing office, it's the same thing. What I would probably tell you as we go through to create this Google business page is you're going to call it Remax because that's where you're associated with, dash your name, which is what Adrian Lau has done as well. We have Remax, and then she has the name of her team. Okay. So when we go to the East Lansing office, you can see we've got buttons like the website. So you'll add a link to your website, your Remax website. If you have one, you can also add your Facebook page directions if somebody wants to get there. So your address, again, is always going to be the office that you're associated with. You'll go in and you'll edit your hours. I'll show you how to do this as well. You'll add in your phone number and you'll add in your website. And the website is if somebody wants to set up an appointment with you as well. We also have categories you can create of different homes, like Lansing homes for sale. If you want to create a category and then throw in photos in there, you can do that as well. More pictures so they can go through all your pictures, the ratings and the stars, and how many reviews that you have. And then we have posts, daily posts that we have. So if you want to go ahead and post for the purpose of the office, I usually post 3 to 5 times a week. And that way people can scroll through your posts and they can scroll through your photos as well. So that is the gist of what a Google business page exactly is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my other screen with you to show you how to actually go in and create a business page. So the first thing you're going to do in order to get to this page, and you'll see I have a couple business pages already created, but the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to log into your Gmail account here. So when you log into your Gmail account, when you log into your Gmail account, you're going to go up here to the top right, and it's like an icon with 9 dots. It's like a little square up here. I'm clicking on it just to show you. And you've got all these icons down here. This is how you can access your Google Drive, your Google Contacts, your Google Calendar. But you'll see something down here that says My Business, okay? It's got like a storefront little marketplace sign there with the letter G. And it might be here, it might be here. You might have to scroll a little bit of ways to see it. but you'll go ahead and you'll click on my business, and then it'll take you to this page or something like it. And you won't have anything here because you haven't set up anything. I just wanted to show you exactly how to get there. So once you get to that page specifically, then what you'll do is you'll go over here to the right-hand side where it says add business, and you'll click on add a single business. And it will say type your business name, and you can start typing business. If you start typing Remax, what I want to show you is you'll see some other pages that have been created. So in this case, you're going to type in Remax, and you might do dash, Karen Austin Fisher, or, Kathy DeShire, or whatever, name or team that you have. You can also type in Remax Real Estate Professionals and then your name. Realtors do it different ways. Remax dash your name or Remax Real Estate Professionals dash. So I'm going to go ahead and since I'm going to do an example, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the office instead of picking a specific name. So I've done dash. Now if down here it says create a business with this name, you're going to click on that and it's going to take you to the next screen. This is very user friendly how they've set this up. So it has your business name and your business category.
Hey, Jen, we can't see what you're doing, just to let you know.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, geez. Sorry about that. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, so you missed all that, huh? Can you see this?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. We'll start again. Sorry about that. So you're going to type in Remax dash your name or your team name, or you can type in Remax Real Estate Professionals dash your name dash your team name. For this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and create one for another office that we have, and you can delete these. It's no problem. If you've made a mistake, you can delete them and recreate them. It's not a problem. So then you're going to go ahead and click on it. It's going to take you to step 2. Step 2 is creating a business category. When you click in here, start typing the word real estate. You'll get all of these options, okay? Real estate agency, real estate school, what are you? And so you're going to, for an office, we're a real estate agency. You might want to call yourself a real estate consultant, or you would probably be real estate agents is probably what you would choose. For this purpose as an office, I'm going to choose the word agency. Then you'll click this blue button down here that says next, and you'll go to the next screen. And now it's saying, do you want to add a location? In this case, since you're associated with the Remax office, even though you're working from home, you will still need to say yes, because the idea is you want to show up on Google Maps. And when you show up on Google Maps, it'll appear on, say, your Samsung phone or your Android phone or the tablet. And people can see when they go to get directions on Google Maps that your business page will appear on the phone for Google Maps, which is pretty cool. And that's what you want, the more exposure. So we're type in the address of the office. This is not your personal home address. This would be the West Side address. If you're associated with the Okemos office, this would be the Okemos office, or the East Lansing office as well. So for this purpose, I'm going to type in our Charlotte address office. Okay. And then I'm going to click the next button down here, and it's going to take me to the next screen. And you can see we have Carla Hewitt, who has already set up a business page in association with that address. And so we're just going to click this, that we want to create another Google page that's associated with that address. And we'll click next. And then it says, do you serve customers outside of this location? And we can say, yes, we do, or no, we don't. And now it's saying add the areas that you serve. For instance, if you're an agent in Okemos, you don't have to just say you serve Okemos. You can say that you serve East Lansing, Hazlitt, Potterville, Fowlerville. I mean, if you go to Detroit, you can put that in there too, or Grand Rapids. So for this purpose, we'll go ahead and put Charlotte, Michigan, and we'll put Lansing. You can change all this later. They just want you to have something in there. Okay, we'll go ahead and click the blue button for next, and it's going to take us to the next screen. Now it wants to ask you, what contact details do you want for customers to contact you? Again, you can put your cell phone or your office direct line. Since we're in office, I'm going to put the office phone number. Okay. Then it asks, what is your current website? You can use your Facebook website, or you can use your Remax Lead Street website, or if you have a separate third party GoDaddy website, you can put that in there, but you can only put one website. You can only put one phone number. And I mention this because if you're a team, you can only put like the team lead's phone number. You can't have everybody's phone number in there. You got to pick which phone number is going to be the one that's going to answer the leads, which one website is going to be the one that answers the leads. So you can only have one of each. When we're done with that, we'll click next, and it'll take us to the next screen on here. And right now it's creating that business page for you. It's verifying it. And now it's saying you have been verified. You are all set to manage Remax Real Estate Professionals Charlotte on the Google account using Repro's Office, which is my email. So whichever email you're using will be associated with that. So just a heads up, if you're creating a Google page for a realtor, if they let you, I would suggest going under their email. Otherwise, it'll be under your assistant email or your other team member's email. So use the email associated with the realtor or the team lead is what I would suggest. And then we'll click next. And it's going to take us to this other page talking about your services that you want to add as a realtor. Do you offer, do you manage projects? Do you offer marketing assistance, photography assistance, appraisals? You can click here, this blue button. It says add custom service. And you can just type in just about anything. You don't have to fill this out right now. But we can go ahead and say skip. And we'll skip for right now because I'm going to focus on that in just a second. Now it wants your business hours. If you're a realtor, you can probably just select that you're open every single day. Since I'm creating an office, I'm just going to go ahead and do Monday through Friday. And we're going to just put in here that, say, the office there opens at 9 a.m. And all of this, again, you can change. So we're going to say we open at 9 a.m. And this is required. So that's why I suggest, you'll have to put in your hours. You can just do 24 hours. That is an option. If you don't want to have to sit here and type in specific times, you can just put in 24 hours, which is an option right there that you can see. Again, since this is an office I'm creating, I'm going to go ahead and put the hours. Click next. It'll take you to the next screen. Add messaging. What is that? When someone comes across your Google business page and they want to send you a message, this is where you would get it. You'll get a notification through your Gmail. Again, whichever email account was set up using this Google business page will get that message from a lead. You want to go ahead and click the default, which says, yes, accept the messages. So click next. This is where you can add a business description. You can also add it later. We're going to skip this, but this is like a little paragraph that you can add. Say, hey, I'm so-and-so. I've been in business for 25 years as a realtor. I serve the following counties: Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton. You can throw in little sentences like that. You can say, I've completed the 100% Clumb Award for so-and-so years, whatever you want to put in that paragraph. And that goes public. All of this is public. So that's what the client would see. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and skip that. I was just giving you an idea of what exactly to post in there. Photos are really important, and I'll go into that a little bit more. So when we click add photos, it'll bring up this little pop-up box, and I'm going to go to my computer. And the very first thing I'm going to post for photos is a picture of the Remax balloon. Okay. You can always go back and add photos later. You can do them on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. But for right now, it just wants a photo in there. We'll click next. This is if you want to start doing advertisements. I'm not going to go into this, but this is if you want to do Google Ads. So for right now, I'm going to skip. It says your business profile is almost ready. Click the blue button to continue. Let's click the blue button to continue and just give it a second. And now you'll see the dashboard. This is your home, the home button here, or your dashboard. On the left-hand side, you'll see all of these buttons here. Home, posts, info, insights. There's a bunch of links here on your toolbar on the left-hand side. We're going to go through them slowly. The first one is home. This is your dashboard. Okay. We've got your first review, sharing your first review, getting full access to it, completing your business profile. It's telling you, hey, we still need a logo. We still need a description. When you go to posts, this is the most important. This is what I would suggest doing on every other day basis or every day, but this is posts. You can do a COVID-19 update your status, and you can say a quick sentence. We are still available and our services are still open, 24 hours, or we are open on the weekends during this time. It's just to let customers know, hey, are you still open even though we're still going through COVID, the pandemic? Add updates is usually what I click on a daily basis to add products or posts. And a post would be, for instance, like a school district statistic or mortgage tips, or a new listing or a sold listing that you had in 2 days, or an open house, any kind of thing like that. You would add the photo here. You can write your post, write new listing in the location, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, keep it under 2 sentences, and then add a button. This is so they can click on, it's a call to action. Okay. So they can book it if they want to have an appointment, order online, buy if they're interested. Learn more is usually the link I use. And learn more, it says link. So you would go ahead and say, put the link of your new listing in there. And then you would click publish, and it would be automatic, probably less than 10 seconds, and it should be on the internet ready to go. Add event is really useful for open houses. So I suggest when you have an open house, click add event, add the photo, put the event title, open house coming May, whatever the date is. It'll have the start dates of the open house. You click on the end dates of the open house, add the time, the start date, the start time, and the end time. When you click add more details down here, you can add in a description or put your public remarks or your marketing remarks down there. And then again, add a button means add a call to action. Same ones, book, order online, buy, learn more. Again, I use learn more a lot. It's more generic. And then you click publish. So you can see we have nothing set up yet, but I would highly suggest doing posts 3 to 5 times a week. Let's go to the next one on the toolbar, which is info. And info will tell you if there's anything you need to change, like your service areas. If you're like, whoops, I forgot to add in Potterville, or I forgot to add in DeWitt, you can click this little pencil here, and it'll allow you to go ahead and add in a city, and you'll just click apply. You can change your hours of operation. The pencil icon again means edit. So you can edit your hours of operation. If you have special hours like holidays coming up that you're not going to answer your phone or answer any emails, go ahead and click the pencil to edit and put that date in there. Here's where you can change your phone number. If you decided, no, we want to use so-and-so cell phone instead of my cell phone, you can put that in there. This is where you'd put your website. If you decided you want to change your website, you can put that in here as well. And this is where we were talking about services. We'll get to that in just a second. And you can see it's got a few COVID options here on health and safety about wearing masks, taking your temperature. If you want to put that in there, you can just click the pencil and you'll see the options for editing that. This is adding your business description. This is what I was talking about, where you can say, hey, I've been a realtor for so many years. This is the awards. I serve these areas. I serve these counties or school districts, yada, yada. You can put that in there. So that's what info is. And you can change all that. That's what I wanted to let you know. Then when you click insights, if you like analytics and you want to know where leads come from, like if who's been calling you, or if you want to know how many people have visited your website, how many people have asked for directions, this is where you would go for insights. Now, it's not going to tell you that Joe Smith or someone's first or last name, but it will tell you the number or a statistic percentage. Okay, so you're not going to know specific names, you're not going to get specific phone numbers, you're not going to get specific addresses. You'll just get a number. Say 5 people called you last Sunday, or 33% found you on Google search or Google Maps on the telephone. That's what it's going to tell you. So they're generic statistics. Okay, and that's what you'll see in this. And this is under insights. Okay, is where you'll see the generic statistics. Reviews is the next one on the toolbar. That's where if you have clients who will leave a review, you can see them in here. You'll also get a notification through email that says, hey, Jane Smith just left a review on your Google business page. You'll see how many stars she gave you. You'll see her comments, and you can reply to them as well. The next one is messages. This is where if any leads come in, you'll see them on here. You'll get a Gmail notification as well. And I forgot to mention, in order to create a Google business page, you have to have a Gmail email address. Outlook, not going to work. You have to have a Gmail email in order to have Google business page. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. The next one on the toolbar is photos. This is very important. Photos that help rank your Google business page. So although posts are just as important 3 to 5 times a week, I would say doing photos at least 3 to 5 times a week as well. They're very important. You can add your logo, add a cover photo. The logo would be your team logo. If you don't have a logo, you can do the Remax logo. I just suggest using the Remax balloon like I've done down here. You can add in interior photos, say of the office or of your listings. Usually this is where realtors will post their new listings, photos of their new listings. So that's fine too. It's a great spot for it. Services is what I was talking about earlier. What are you? What do you offer? And this is where you can add, this is where you can add services. So right now it has that we're a real estate agency. We can add another business category. So if I type in real estate, we can say that we're real estate agents. So I'm going to click on that and then click save. You can add up to 10 services that you offer, like marketing consultant. If you're a home builder, this is where you would add those specific services. Like if you also help build log homes, custom home builder, this is where you can put all that in there. The next is users. Users mean who has access to your business page. So this is where, say, you would add all those team members or your assistant. You would go to add user, and then you would add their email. You would make them either a manager or a site manager. You're not going to make them an owner because that removes you as the owner of the page who created it. So you're going to make them a manager or a site manager, put in their email address, and they'll get a notification to join and have the ability to edit your Google page and to access it. So if you want your assistant to have access to adding posts and photos, this is where you would go. Again, you would click on this toolbar down here, users, click add users, and put in their email right down there. And then they'll get a notification right away. The rest of these buttons is about creating Google AdWords, which we're not going to go into. creating an ad or getting a custom Gmail, that's costing money. I'm just showing you the free things that you can do with your Google business page and what's here. So if you want to go back, you would click businesses on the toolbar, and it'll take you back. And this is the one we just created right here. And it says processing. You'll need to wait about 24 to 72 hours for someone, a physical person who works for Google, is actually going in there to check to make sure everything looks good, to make sure you're not spam. And then they'll change processing to verified. Like this one says verified, but we're still in the processing. The earliest turnaround I've seen is 24 hours, but again, it can take up to 72 hours. So you're looking at a few days that it's going to be created. What that means is while it's processing, if you post, it's not going to be on Google right away. So I want to mention that. In order to upload pictures and posts and get it seen on Google, you'll need to wait until you actually get the check and it says verified. So you'll need to wait those few days. But like I said, it shouldn't take too long. So that's the gist of how you create a Google business page. What the reason is, the importance of creating a Google business page. You can create many, if you want to create different ones. If you have a big team of 8 people and you want each person to have their own Google business page, you can definitely do that. Again, just make sure that the email associated with that page goes to that realtor so that they are the owner of their own page. And then assign a user like an assistant to have access to their pages, like I was showing. So you guys have any questions for me right now?
No.
Okay. Is there anything you want me to go over or review?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's all I was going to show you, was just how to create a Google business page. That's pretty much it on how to create a Google business page.